the Noble Manhattan Coach Training Program. A couple of very important points to make. First of all, it is a diploma. Most, and I mean 95% of all the coach training courses out there are certificates. In the world of education, you have certificate, then diploma, and then degree. So we're not as high as a degree, we're much higher than a certificate. Our course in total is 350 hours in length. It's a very weighty course. The average course out there is between 150 and 200 hours. That takes care of everything. All of the home study, the face-to-face, the mentoring, and I will explain all of this, the actual coaching, the written work, the whole package is 350 hours. To help to manage your expectations, the average person does this in between 6 to 10 months. Our course has been designed to be suitable for someone who is working full-time or looking after a family. So it is designed to fit around your other commitments and obligations. The average person would do 6 hours a week or 7 hours a week or 8 hours a week for 6, 7, 8 or 9 months. Now you can concertina that in or out. You could put your blinkers on and go like a person possessed and go crazy. And the shortest you can do it is about 4.5 months. We don't allow it any shorter than that. There isn't time for the knowledge to percolate in and process and so on. The length, well, there almost is none. You can take your time. If you want, you can take 10 months, 12, 14, 16, 18, so ever so flexible. But just to manage your expectations, the average person takes 6 to 10 or 11 months, and they do 6 hours a week, 7 hours a week, 8 hours a week, that sort of thing. The course is divided into 2 parts. Part 1, Part 2. I won't take you through all of these, but the first part is designed to suit people no matter what your learning style. So whether you are visual, auditory, you like to hear, whether you're kinesthetic, you like to practice and hands-on, we cater to all learning styles. We do not have a start date to our course. We used to, and we stopped that 7 or so years ago because it put pressure on people. You know, to say, well, Maria, the next semester starts in, a month's time, you've got to register, get paid. It puts pressure. So now we say, no. Every individual can start whenever they want, and we treat them as an individual. The course material is sent to everyone by courier, and we have an example on the back table of a lot of our material, not all actually, there's even more. And you engage in a certain amount of home study, but we'll come back to that. So we cater for all the different learning styles. We provide you with everything. There is no need to go and purchase anything at all outside of the material. We cover so many different things on the course. For example, we go into communication skills in great depth. We cover listening skills, questioning skills, building rapport, values, beliefs, ethics. We cover goal planning, goal setting, goal achieving. We do action plans, building self-esteem, and so much more. When you register, you get sent all of the course books and course materials, and you engage in a certain amount of home study. But we are there with you all the time. There's a little piece of written work, 5 pieces you do over the months. Now, to put that in perspective, we know that it has been years since most of our students have been in school. And we are not interested in spelling or grammar or anything like that when it comes to looking at the papers. We simply want to see that you can put down on paper, in your own lovely words, in your language, your thoughts, your feelings, your understanding of what it is that you are writing. So for example, Alex, if you were going to write a course on, I don't know, not a course, an essay on questioning skills, you can come to us, and like any good college or university, we will provide to you past papers of other students. We'll send you 4, 5, 6, 8, as many as you want, for you to look at past papers that all got merit or distinction. You can see how they've put together their written work, and that will help you in yours. When it comes to the length of the written work, the average essay is 1,000 words. 1,000 words is 2 A4 pages. That is about one full page, if it's filled with words, is 500 words. So front and back. So we're not talking war and peace. Okay, so it's very, very doable. Every student gets given their own private personal tutor. We call it a mentor. That man or woman works with you on a one-to-one, not in a group setting, one-to-one, and he and or she will be your mentor, your guide, your advisor, your tutor, and your client. And you will spend time with that person on a regular basis. And you will coach them. And they will, after every coaching session, will then give you feedback and guidance. And they'll say, Carol, you know, that session was magnificent and that was really wonderful. However, next time, let us investigate the power of open questions. Let's look at how that would work as opposed to closed. Here's a technique for you to use to delve deeper into the emotions that are lying below the surface. So it's like having your own private driving instructor. And if those of you who've had a driving lessons, you know, you work with your driving instructor for probably many months, getting better and improving, and then there comes a time that the driving instructor says, Carol, I'm delighted. Do you know, I am absolutely delighted. In my opinion, you're there. You've reached the level. And I am now happy to put you forward for your test. And in the world of driving, you then go and do a test with another independent person. Is that true? Yeah, that's what happens here. You do your mentoring with your mentor coach, and they're all senior coaches, meaning they have a minimum of 500 plus hours of coaching under their belt, minimum. And when they feel you're ready, they will then recommend that you go forward to a live final assessment with a master coach. They have over 2,000 hours of coaching under their belt. And you will do a live oral coaching session with that man or woman lasting between 30 and 45 minutes. And afterwards, they will send a detailed report to both you and us. And if on the day, Maria, you're feeling a bit down, a bit nervous, and it doesn't quite go as you would like, well, that's fine. We sit down with you and we'll say, okay, Maria, let's look and see what we have to do. Maybe we just wait a day or so, let you settle down, have a cup of tea, and then we do it again. Or maybe we say, well, look, I'll tell you what, why don't we go back into the mentoring, do a number of more sessions, and back round the loop again. But we will work with you to get you through the whole process successfully. We also have support coaching. We make available to all of our students a support coach. And the support coach is there for you for anything. Not just the course, but of course that as well. So if you have any issues or problems or challenges with the course, they're there to support you. But if you've got anything going on in your life, if the kids are getting you down, if there's money issues, issues at work, you're feeling stressed, relationship stuff, you can speak to your support coach as many times as you want, night or day. And when you finish your course and you are qualified, you will notice we allow you to keep your support coach forever, free of charge. And that is part of our commitment to your ongoing success as a coach on the road to mastery. We do regular fortnightly, we used to call them teleclasses, now we call them webinars. And every Tuesday night, every second Tuesday in the UK, we do them in Bucharest, we do them in Poland, we do them in many different languages. Our course is available in many languages around the world. The English, we do a webinar every second Tuesday night at 7 p.m. You can log in free of charge from your computer. You can have a cup of tea in your hand, Alex, and sit down with a pad and a pen in the comfort of your own home. And you can all see each other, you can all talk to each other, and you can be chatting away, Julie, and say, oh, this is Joyce from Glasgow, oh, it's Julie from Southampton, oh, it's Philip from London, how are you doing? And you're chatting away. And then at 7 o'clock, one of our senior lecturers comes on, and it could be Cherry, who's sitting at the back of the room here, it could be Di, it could be Ina, it could be David, it could be, we've got dozens. And they would say, okay, everyone, settle down. Tonight's lecture is on. And it could be on questioning skills, listening skills, values, ethics, belief, self-esteem, building rapport, dealing with adversity, dealing with abundance, goal planning, goal setting, first client intake. Oh, we have about 50 or 60 subjects. And you're able to interact and say, oh, hold on, can I stop you there? And can you go back over that? What does that mean? And so on. If there are handouts, and there often are, they are put into a special student area of our website, and you can log in and access those 24 hours a day. Now, if you turn around, sorry, I didn't ask your first name. Catherine. If you say, Catherine, oh no, not a Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. That's when I go to yoga. Or that's when we sit down and have our evening meal as a family. It doesn't matter. We have every single one of them recorded. Everyone. And you can come in the next day, sit at your computer and listen to it all, 24 hours a day, and we have them all converted to MP3 files. And you can go in and drag them to your MP3 player and listen to them all when you're out and about as well. And because we've been doing this for longer than any other coach training company in the world outside America, and we've recorded every teleclass and webinar we've done, we have a library of thousands of hours of recorded lectures. And they are all available to people the minute they register on the course. And when you finish the course, we allow you to carry on accessing the webinars and teleclasses free of charge. There is no monthly or annual amount. We support our qualified coaches free for their life. You also have access to our archived and our library free of charge forever. We're still on part one of the course, by the way. We will then set you up in study buddy groups. And study buddy groups are groups of 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. 4 or 5 coaches. And we join you together as a pod. So Carol, you might be with Maria, and you might be with Daniel, and you might be with Philip. One of you might be from Southampton or Glasgow or Dublin. And the 5 of you move through the course together as a unit, as a pod. And you meet once a week online, using things like Skype and so on. And we say you have a coffee online together for half an hour once a week. And you act as a support mechanism. So if I was part of your group, we will act as each other's coach, each other's client. We will support each other with written work, with ideas, and we move through as a cohesive unit. Make sense? We have coaching support groups all over the world. We've got them in Romania, in Poland, in Canada, we've got them in India, in Spain, we have them all over the UK. These are physical groups that meet every month, once a month, for 2 hours. And there's a structure, you go along, there's a lecture and a talk given on a coaching subject, there's a discussion on the lecture, then people break up into study groups or coaching practice groups or mastermind groups. They're run by support group leaders who we have trained, and most people I should say, are within striking distance of one of our support groups. And if you're not, then come to us and we'll teach you how to set up and run a group in your area. So, no excuse. So these are physical meetings every month for you to come to as well. And we make no charge as a company for that. If we hold them in a hotel room and it's £30 for the room and 10 people go, they pay £10 each just to cover the, sorry, they pay £3 each just to cover the room. You know, we as a company levy no charge on that. And you will clock up an absolute minimum of 50 hours coaching. We say that because that's the requirement. Most people don't. Most people do 70 hours, 80 hours, 90 hours, but the minimum is 50 and so on. All of that forms part 1 of the course. Part 2 is a 3-day face-to-face experiential. We do it in groups, so it's 3 days. We do it in groups of anywhere from 20, 25, maybe 30 students, with between 7 and 8 staff. So a very high ratio. And it's 3 days of experiential coaching with observation and feedback, and it is the most wonderful experience. This is our training venue here in the UK, our little bijou cottage in the country. We've been training there for 12 or 13 years. It's called Ancient Hall, and it's just outside Oxford. We also have training venues in America, in Poland, in Romania, in India, and in many other countries. We don't use inner city hotels usually. We pick places that have a special feeling. This has a beautiful spiritual calmness about it. It's set in acres of forest and land, and that's one of our old groups. Oh, that's gone back 10 years. That lady there is now one of the directors in our company. Dawn runs the division. Dawn Campbell lives in France. This lady is a very famous Hollywood actress. I'm sure you've all seen her in many films. We always pick a beautiful, whatever country it's in, a lovely area. So, that's a 3-day experiential course. When do you do it? Whenever you want. You will start the course, you will finish the course. Some people will take 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 12, 14, 16, 18. We run the 3-day residential course every few months. You decide. You can say, oh, put me down for March. Oh no, come to think of it, make it June. No, I'll wait till the holidays are over, make it September. It's all fine. You decide, and you come on the one that suits you. If you want to bring a partner or children, then that's perfectly okay. There might be a small little bed and breakfast rate for them on top. They cannot be with you during the actual training day, but they can be with you at night, breakfast in the morning, lovely evening meal, and quite a lot of people bring their partners and children. The setting is beautiful, it's a beautiful place to walk. So, all in all, that's the course. The total cost of the course is $3,997 plus VAT. We, as a company, do our own discounts. Every season, we have a spring, summer, autumn, winter discount. That's something the financial team and the marketing team get together and they work out what can they do. So if you contact our office, you'll find that there is always a current discount. We do our own flexible payment plans. We allow people to pay over a period of time. We as a company do not charge interest. We don't believe in it. This is something that is unique to us. No other coach training company does this. We give a scholarship. Another word is bursary. Every person, and I repeat this now, every person is entitled to our scholarship and bursary. That is why you cannot apply for our course on the internet. You can say you're interested, you cannot sign up for it. If you are in a very good job, where earning a good salary, you might get 40 or 50 pounds. If you are a single mother raising children on benefits, you might get £1,000 or more. This is money we as a company give you, and you never have to pay it back, ever. It is a scholarship. So that is why we need to find out who you are, what is your situation, and what bursary or scholarship you are entitled to. There's no other coach training company on the planet that does that. We also do this, APL. It stands for Accreditation for Prior Learning. There is no other coach training company on the planet, as far as I know, that does this. Another word is exemptions. if you already have knowledge, experience, or qualifications in an equivalent area, we do not think it's right to charge you money for what you already know. So what we do, we send you a Word document. It's called an APL document. And we have divided our course into all of its different elemental modules. And each module would have the name of the module, how it's delivered, the outcome, what you learn. And then this will be blank. You write in, what have you done that is equivalent, and how can that be evidenced? And you might send in a photocopy of certificates, qualifications, studies you've done. It could be a job role, if you've worked with people in a managerial or human resource role. We have identified, at this moment, over 144 roles, jobs, or courses or qualifications that attract exemptions. So if it was yourself, Catherine, you would send in the form. We have an APL team that look at it and they would say, okay, yes, that counts, and that counts. That would mean you wouldn't have to do that module or that or that. That would reduce the work you would have to do, and it would also reduce the price that you pay substantially. Again, that is why you cannot apply for our course online. We want to know who you are. We send you the form, you fill it out, we talk to you. It is a relationship. We need to get to know you.